In the last video, I have shown that how we can use Firebase push notification to send notification on a website. But in previous video, we used Firebase console to send push notification. But in this video, we will send notification from our own website. So in this demo, I'll create a registration page where user can register, and whenever user register, then we will get a notification on admin panel. So let's get started. So this is our current dashboard. So I'll now create a login page so that we can collect Firebase token of this admin and store inside a database. So I'll create a new database table. I have already created two tables. One is admins table, and I have also created a new user which have email ID admin@gmail.com and password is 123. For demo purpose, I'm using plain text in password. You can use MD5 or any other encryption techniques. I have another table which is users, and here we have few entities like ID, first name, last name, email, gender, address. So we will create a registration page having these fields, and admin have only five fields: ID, name, email, password, and the token. And this is the Firebase token. We will save token whenever admin login into a web browser. So let's move into the coding part. So we have the admin dashboard in previous video. So now we will create a login page for admin dashboard. So I'll use the same template. So I'll go inside the template, and this template already have the login page. So I'll use this login page in my website, and I'll paste this inside the admin folder here inside views admin. So I'll paste this login here, and I'll rename this to PHP file. So in our previous video, we have already created our header and footer file. So we will include this header and footer inside this login page. So go to the dashboard file, and I'll copy this header in our login page, and I'll also copy the footer.php file. Okay, so now create a root for this login page, but before this we have to create a function inside our controller. So go to admin controller, and here I'll create a login page. Now I'll create a root for this login page. So go to config routes.php, and inside admin group I'll create a new root to login page. Okay, now let's visit this website or web page. Okay, so our page is ready. So now we will work on these functionalities. So whenever admin enter their email ID, password, and hit on the login button, we will save this info along with the Firebase token inside our this table. But before saving inside this table, we will first compare if email ID and password match or not. If email ID and password matched, this means the user is authenticated. Then we will update his token in this table. So we will do this login process using Ajax. We will not do this from the PHP because we have the Firebase token in our JavaScript code. So that's why I'm using Ajax here, so that I can easily send this token in a database. So go to the footer.php file. Here we will do our Ajax stuff. Okay, so now go inside the login page and adjust values of these fields. So here is the email input field, and here is the password input field, and here is the button, this link. So I'll rename the ID to email and its ID to password, and I'll assign an ID to this hyperlink. I'll name it as btn login. Okay, so this is done. So now let's move to the footer file and work on the Ajax. So whenever our document will ready, we'll do our stuff. So let's override the on document function, sorry, on ready function of the document. So this is the jQuery part. So whenever our document will be ready, this function callback will be fired, and this assure that this page is loaded successfully. Here we will handle click of that button, this button. So we will use jQuery like this. Hash means ID, and the ID is btn login. This means this will pick this button which is having ID btn login, which is declared here. So we will bind a callback function on, and the event will be click, because we are doing stuff on click. So there will be a callback function. So this callback function will be fired whenever we click on that button. When we click here, and I'll change its href to hash so that it will not move to any another page. So I'll use hash here, so it will remain on the same page. And on the button click, so I'll create two variables. First one will be email, and then I'll fetch value from those fields which having IDs like email and its value. The second one will be password, and its ID is password and its value. Okay, so now we have email and password here. Now we will use Ajax to pass these two IDs to our PHP controller function and do our stuff of comparison and saving. So for this, we will use the Ajax function, and here inside the Ajax we need to pass few options, and those options will be, first one is the URL, where we have to push our data, or we can say the URL which we want to hit. The second one is the type, that this is the HTTP method type like get, put, post, etc. So I'll use post here. The next one is the data. So this is the data which is going to be sent on that function. So here we will pass our email, then password, and then we will send our token. So currently our token is not global. So I have created a global variable named as mToken, and whenever token is generated, I'm storing that token inside my mToken so that I can use that mToken inside my Ajax call. So here I'll use that mToken variable, and that's it. And the next is its callback. So whenever Ajax hit this API, it will give some response. So that response will be handled inside the success function and the error function using the callback function. And there is another function which is error. Okay, so let's just log this response on the success. Now we have to create that function which will work as an API. So just go to the admin controller, and here I'll create a new function. I'll name it as do login without any parameter, and here I'll use the model. So before this we have to create the admin model. So go inside the models and let's create a new model, and I'll copy this code to save my time, and I'll use the admins table which I have already created here, this one, and I'll use these variables. So I'll rename this to those fields, So now I'll create an instance of this admin model. So that will be admin model is equals to new admin model. So we have to import this admin model here so that it will be visible inside this controller. And now I can get variables from request. So we have sent 3 variables from Ajax, which are email, password and token. So we will fetch these 3 tokens in our controller. So I can get this from the request, and then I can use get where function or get post function. I have already covered this in my previous video. You can get link of this video in description of this video, and I have also pasted link in the I button on the top. The variable name is email, the next one is password, and the last one is token. Okay, so now we will use this admin model and check if the user exists with this email and this password. For this, just use that admin model, and there is a function which is named as where, and inside the where we can pass our condition, or you can say our values which we want to compare. But we want to compare 2 fields, email and password, so we have to use an array here so that we can pass multiple conditions in where function. So I'll use an array, and in this array I'll pass email which is coming from the API. The next one is password, which is also coming from the API, and we will fetch the first result. This is the first matched result, this one, and I'll store this in a variable. So if this email and password match in database table, then it will return the whole data, otherwise this data will be empty, or you can say null. So now I'll check here if this data exists, which means our condition satisfied. So I'll simply update this token in the database. So I'll use admin model update, and in the update function it requires 2 parameters. First one is the ID and the second one is data of type and array. So the ID is this ID of the found user. So we have already all data of that user, so this means that we can fetch ID from this variable. So I'll use data and ID from this. The second one is an array, the data which is going to be updated. So I'll use an array, and the data will be token, and the token which is coming from API, this one which is coming from here, this M token which is in global variable. And after that I'll send a response. I'm setting a status so that I can check in the Ajax if status is successful or failed. So if this is successful response, then I'll send status as 1, otherwise I'll set as 0. Otherwise I'll return 0 with message login failed. Okay, and at the last I'll return this response. But before returning this response, I'll convert, or you can say I'll encode this to JSON. So I'll use a function JSON encode and pass our value. So this array will be converted into a JSON string. Okay, so this part is done. So now we have to create a root for this function as well. So go to config routes.php, and here I have to create a root for this do login function. Okay, so now in the Ajax call we can use that URL. So here I'll use a PHP code so that I can get the URL. So I'll use base URL function, so it will return main URL, and then I'll use admin do login function. So this is also done. Now let's check if we are getting our response or not. So just reload this login page. Let's check what's coming in console. So if I use this admin@gmail.com and password, and it's giving status as 1 and message as successful. If I am passing something else and hitting the login button, then it says that status is 0 and message as login failed. I think this button is not disabled. Okay, we will do this later. This is not part of our tutorial. So now as you can see, if I use password as 123, which is also inside the database, and the login is successful, which means our token is now also updated in the database. Let's see if this token is updated or not. So I'm going to refresh this. Okay, so the token is updated here, and you can see the token is here, which means we have successfully saved this token in the database. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends as well, so I can create more valuable content for you. Follow us on other social media accounts as well. Links are in description of this video.